Our problem states Enrique adds 3.13 moles of argon gas to existing 5290 milliliter balloon that contained 100.0 grams of chlorine gas. What is the new volume? All right, so let's break it down. Enrique adds 3.13 moles of argon gas. So my moles of argon, 3.13, to an existing, oh, so he added it. So that means this is going to be my moles second. To an existing 5290 balloon. Okay, so the existing volume, 5290 milliliter balloon, that contained, okay, so my mass starting, 100.0 grams of chlorine gas, Brinkelhoff. There's two of them. Okay, so those are my givens. My unknowns is the new volume, so V2 equals what? But in liters. So that I don't forget to do it at the end, I'm going to change that right now. So 5.290 milliliters. Oh, and it's actually only 3 sig figs, so just 5.29 milliliters, or liters. 5.29 liters. So I divide it by 1,000. Okay. So I have my volume. I'm looking for my new volume. I have the mass at the start, but not the moles of the start. But I can see that I have molar comparisons that I'm going to need and volume comparisons. When I have molar comparisons and volume comparisons, I know it's Avogadro's law, and I know my temperature and my pressure are going to be assumed constant. Okay, so I'm not using my gas law triangle. I'm going to use V1 over N1 equals V2 over N2. But now let's read that problem carefully. Enrique adds 3.13 moles of argon gas. That means my N2 is actually going to be N1 plus N2 because it's the total volume. He added this to something that already had something in it. Okay. So we need to find out N2 first. So to find moles of chlorine gas, when we start with grams, 100.0 grams of chlorine gas. Okay, grams will go on the bottom, moles will go on the top. There are 2 chlorines, so 35.45 or 70.90 grams are in 1 mole. So 100 divided by 70.9. Is how many sig figs? 1, 2, 3, 4, because if there's a decimal, the trailing zeros are important, so I need 4 sig figs. 1.410 moles for N2. Now I have volume 1, N1, volume 2, N1 plus N2. My volume 1, 5.29. My N1, 3.13. My volume 2 is what we're solving for. And my N2, or my N total, is a combination of both gases. 3.13 plus 1.410. And that would be to 2 decimal places, because remember when we add and subtract 1.410 plus 3.13, our answer is only as certain as our second decimal place. So my answer can only be in 2 decimal places, 4.54. Okay, I'm going to cross multiply and divide. .54 times 5.29 divided by 3.13. gives me a volume 2 of 7.67. What are my units? Liters. Sig figs, 3, 3, and 3. So my answer is going to be 3 sig figs.